Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Low Cost. Today I decided that I'd take a break from the bench and I'd start doing some tie-dyeing. Got this one wrapped around a stick. It's a pretty easy pattern. You just wrap it around something that's non-absorbent. I didn't have anything, so I used a stick. And then you just apply rubber bands, as many as you see fit in whatever pattern you want. Second thing to do is to get a white t-shirt. Most of these white t-shirts that I have are stained in some way, shape, or form. So instead of walking around with stained white shirts... Sorry, I'm bringing this thing out off camera. Doing this outside. Alright, so now we got our shirt. Bring it out. And with this one, I'm just going to do a real... Oh, geez, if I can see it again. Let's see here. I think that'll do. I need to get a tripod. Okay, so with this pattern, you're just going to start with an area and start kind of scrunching it up like this. I don't think there's any wrong or right way of doing tie-dye. It's all kind of unique in its own way, and how you decide to scrunch it and how you decide to put rubber bands. However it is that you want to do that, that is all preference, all up to you. And I think I've only tie-dyed like one other time. That was in high school. And I have quite a few white shirts that I've stained. And instead of just keeping my stained shirts stained, we're going to tie-dye them, because that would be way cooler. Am I right? So you just start in the center and keep scrunching. Try that one over. They say it's the folds. The neater the folds, the tighter the pattern, the better it will look. And honestly, I'm just not that good. So I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to put the rubber bands on here how I see fit. And we're going to work from there. Alright, so that's one shirt done. That's two shirts done. Alright, I'm going to do the other shirts, then I'll get right back to you guys. Alright, so we got our first pattern here. It's kind of just scrunched up and then star pattern. And we're going to do some red. Let's do orange over here. Blue. Yellow. Let's do a different blue, a lighter blue right here. Another red. go with green. Green right there. Why not? And then we'll do another orange pattern right here. Alright, alright, alright. Now we flip it, and then we do the other side. I'm going to do another blue, this blue, do green on the other side. This red. Another red. A yellow. This neon green. And we're gonna do another splotch of red right there. And that is one shirt down. Got a bag here. I'm gonna take them and put them in baggies. And then we'll let them sit like this for about 24 hours. We're gonna let these guys sit for a full 24 hours. I want to really saturate the color with these guys, so it's one tie-dye down and a bunch more to go. I'll get back to you guys here in a minute. Alright everyone, there's all the shirts. I did 8 shirts I think in total, and I still have a lot of colors left over, and it was about $17 for the kit. Got them bagged up, squeezed the air out. Now we're going to wait for tomorrow, and I will show you guys what they look like after I do their first wash. This is the kit I used. It was about 17 bucks. Definitely worth it. It has everything you need, from the gloves, dye, tarp, rubber bands. It's got it all. Definitely worth looking into. Hey, what's going on everybody? So this is the next day, and as you can see, the tie-dye shirt is looking pretty sweet. I've already rinsed a few of them, so I'm just going to show you the process that I use. So you get a bucket or a bowl or something that you can kind of help wash them in a little bit. I don't use any detergents or anything like that. Not for the first round. So fill this bad boy up. And then I just take my hose sprayer, and I got it on a real low pressure setting. I just kind of come through here. I spray it down. You don't want it too high because you'll kind of punch a lot of the color out, I think. I mean, I'm not an expert, I don't really know. But something tells me that if you're using really high water pressure, you're probably going to punch the color out of your clothes. Flip it over. And you're going to see a lot of ink, a lot of color coming out. And from what I've read, that's completely normal, and whatever color your shirt has absorbed in that 24 hours is not going to bleed out very easily. Alright, now we take the rubber bands off. Let's see if I can set you guys up here. Hopefully you can see that. So we just take these bands off here. It's going to be kind of a pain. Alright. Taking bands off. Dropping bands. Rubber bands, that is. I'm poor. Last one. It's giving me some trouble. Alrighty. So now we take that shirt, come over here to the water, and we just bathe it. Let's lay it down. Let's get a good look at this one here. All right. Now, if you're wondering where I got the shirts that have these black designs on them, I actually got these off of Temu. And I wore them for a little bit and got a mustard stain or something like that on them. So after you give it a nice final rinse, you're going to wring it out pretty heavily. And then you're going to hang it on a hanger, preferably outside. Not in the sun is what they recommend, but I don't really have any shaded areas to hang stuff. So we're just going to hang it here for a little bit. And then once they're relatively dry, I'm going to toss them in the washer on a super soft cycle. And use very little detergent and just wash them through the first time and then hang dry them, and then that should be good. Alright guys, so I got them all rinsed and hung. Digging the results. Some of them are a little messed up, like, I think maybe I should have rubbed some Vaseline or something on this graphic. Keep that from happening. And the colors are definitely not as dark on this one. Kind of real pastel. Should have put the colors on a little harder, I guess. This one came out pretty nicely. Pretty pleased with that one. This one came out good at the bottom, and I started failing towards the top here, and I think that if I would have just put some more color in and really saturated it, it would have came out a lot better. This one came out pretty sweet. The colors on this one look pretty nice. This one I think I really like. I think this one came out the best as far as, how tie-dyes typically look. I think that one came out the best. And this one's the one that I rolled on a stick and dyed it, and this one came out pretty freaking sweet too. So very pleased with my results for the most part. Lessons learned. We'll do better next time. Alright everybody, it's the next day. This is how they all turned out. Tie-dyed them. I let them sit for 24 hours. I rinsed them off with the hose and bucket, wrung them dry, hung them out in the sun, and then after they dried outside, I took them inside. I washed them on a quick wash with very little detergent, and then I dried them on a medium heat. And this is how they came out. One of them is not here. I gave that one to my brother. I don't really like how it came out, more pastel than I would have liked, and I think that's because that was a cotton and polyester blended shirt. so I just don't think that it took color like these other ones do. Probably why they tell you to only use 100% cotton shirts. Fun fact about all of these shirts, I got them on Temu at one point in time or another, and I don't think I spent any more than about $5 to $8. So if you got a little bit of time to wait, order some of these cool white designed shirts on Temu. $17 tie-dye kit from Amazon, and you got some pretty cool looking shirts by the end of it. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch these videos. I hope that they help. Hope that you guys get out there and do some fun projects this summer. And as always, you know where the button is. If you liked it, go ahead and like it. If you want to see some more stuff, go ahead and subscribe. And I appreciate all of you for checking my channel out. Thank you.